Welcome to ReneEnergy.com, your renewable energy and sustainability platform. At ReneEnergy.com, we believe in the power of clean, sustainable energy to transform the way we live and work. That's why we offer a range of solutions for businesses and homeowners looking to switch to renewable energy sources such as solar, wind, and water. Hello everyone, and welcome back to ReneEnergy.com's YouTube channel, where we explore the future of sustainable energy and green technology. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming content. Today, we've got something truly exciting to discuss, something that has the potential to revolutionize not just the world of transportation but also how we think about clean energy. I'm talking about green hydrogen, a sustainable energy source that leaves zero carbon footprint. But we're not just stopping at what is green hydrogen. Oh no, we're taking you on a journey, quite literally, on the rails to a greener tomorrow. We'll be diving deep into Proton Motors' groundbreaking HyRail system, a green hydrogen fuel cell solution designed specifically for the rail industry. In this video, we'll explore how HyRail is making waves in the rail sector, breaking down its innovative technology, its wide range of applications, and, most importantly, its potential impact on our planet's future. So, grab your ticket because this is one ride you don't want to miss. Let's get started. Alright, before we hop on the HyRail train, let's talk about why green hydrogen is so important in the first place. Now, you might be wondering, why the urgency? Well, let me break it down for you. We're at a critical point in history where climate change is not just a future threat, it's a present crisis. From record-breaking heat waves to catastrophic wildfires and hurricanes, the evidence is all around us. And let's not forget about greenhouse gas emissions, the primary culprit behind global warming. In comes green hydrogen, a form of hydrogen that is produced using renewable energy sources, such as wind or solar power. This means it's practically guilt-free when it comes to carbon emissions. It's like having your cake and eating it too, but in this case, it's powering your cities and industries without hurting the planet. Now, let's focus on the rail sector. Railways have been the backbone of many economies for centuries. While they're more energy efficient than cars and planes, traditional rail systems still rely heavily on fossil fuels, particularly diesel. Transitioning to hydrogen fuel cells would not only drastically reduce the rail industry's carbon footprint but also its noise pollution, giving us cleaner and quieter trains. And that's where Proton Motors' HyRail comes into play. Imagine trains powered by an abundant, renewable energy source that emits only water vapor as a byproduct. Imagine a rail network that contributes to climate goals rather than hindering them. That's the kind of future HyRail is promising, and trust me, it's a future worth fighting for. So, now that we've set the stage with the urgency of green hydrogen, let's delve into the nuts and bolts of the HyRail system and see how it's turning this vision into a reality. The urgency of green hydrogen. Alright, before we hop on the HyRail train, let's talk about why green hydrogen is so important in the first place. Now, you might be wondering, why the urgency? Well, let me break it down for you. We're at a critical point in history where climate change is not just a future threat, it's a present crisis. From record-breaking heat waves to catastrophic wildfires and hurricanes, the evidence is all around us. And let's not forget about greenhouse gas emissions, the primary culprit behind global warming. In comes green hydrogen, a form of hydrogen that is produced using renewable energy sources, such as wind or solar power. This means it's practically guilt-free when it comes to carbon emissions. It's like having your cake and eating it too, but in this case, it's powering your cities and industries without hurting the planet. Now, let's focus on the rail sector. Railways have been the backbone of many economies for centuries. While they're more energy efficient than cars and planes, traditional rail systems still rely heavily on fossil fuels, particularly diesel. Transitioning to hydrogen fuel cells would not only drastically reduce the rail industry's carbon footprint but also its noise pollution, giving us cleaner and quieter trains. And that's where Proton Motors' HyRail comes into play. Imagine trains powered by an abundant, renewable energy source that emits only water vapor as a byproduct. Imagine a rail network that contributes to climate goals rather than hindering them. That's the kind of future HyRail is promising, and trust me, it's a future worth fighting for. Meet HyRail, the green locomotive revolution by Proton Motor. Alright, folks, fasten your seat belts, or should I say, your safety harnesses on the train, because it's time to delve into the star of today's show, the HyRail system developed by Proton Motor. Choo-choo, the green locomotive revolution is leaving the station, and you don't want to miss it. First off, what is HyRail? It's a hydrogen fuel cell system specifically designed for the rail industry, and it's poised to change the way we think about train travel. Developed in 2021, HyRail is part of Proton Motors' ambitious vision to transition various sectors to hydrogen-based solutions, and let me tell you, it's a game changer. Now, let's talk about what makes HyRail so unique. At the heart of this system is the high-stack modules. These modules are the technological marvels that convert hydrogen into electrical power, and they can be scaled according to the specific needs of a rail project. Whether it's a small maintenance vehicle or a high-speed passenger train, HyRail can be customized to fit the bill. And the benefits? Oh, where do I start? Firstly, we're talking zero emissions. That's right, the only thing coming out of a HyRail powered train is water vapor. Imagine standing on a train platform and not being engulfed in diesel fumes. It sounds like a dream, but HyRail is making it a reality. Secondly, noise pollution, or the lack thereof. Hydrogen fuel cells are notoriously quiet compared to their diesel counterparts, providing a more pleasant experience for both passengers and residents near railway lines. And don't forget about energy efficiency. Hydrogen has a high energy density, which means that HyRail trains can run longer distances without the need for frequent refueling stops. This not only makes them more efficient but also more practical for long-haul routes. Last but not least, it's worth mentioning the reliability factor. The system's modular nature makes it easier for maintenance and ensures high uptime. Compared to traditional diesel engines, which have numerous moving parts and are prone to wear and tear, the HyRail system is relatively low maintenance. So there you have it, a snapshot of Proton Motors' HyRail, cleaner, quieter, more efficient, and ready to revolutionize the rail industry. The future of train travel isn't just on track, it's on the green track. Breaking down the HyRail technology. We've given you the overview of what HyRail is and why it's so cool. Now, let's put on our engineer hats and break down the nuts and bolts, or should I say, the cells and stacks, of this incredible technology. Trust me, it's more electrifying than you think. First, let's talk multi-stack configurations. What does that even mean? In simple terms, it's all about scalability. The HyRail system is composed of multiple high-stack modules, and each of these modules houses several fuel cells. What's awesome is that you can combine these modules in different configurations to suit the needs of various types of trains. Need to power a small work train? A single stack may suffice. How about a passenger train for intercity travel? Multiple stacks combine their power, providing the juice needed to traverse longer distances at higher speeds. The scalability of HyRail is a big win for customization and operational efficiency. But here's where it gets even cooler: zero emissions. We're not talking low emissions, we're talking zero. Nada. Zip. How is that possible? Through a chemical process in the fuel cell, hydrogen and oxygen from the air react to produce electricity, and the only byproduct is water vapor. So, not only is it combating air pollution, but it's also mitigating the carbon footprint of train travel. Imagine the possibilities: pristine air quality around rail stations, a tangible step towards combating climate change, and a massive public health benefit. Still not convinced? Let's talk numbers. Did you know that the transportation sector is one of the biggest contributors to global CO2 emissions? Now consider the potential impact if we could transition even a fraction of the world's trains to hydrogen power. The numbers speak for themselves. This is a major leap towards a sustainable future. I know, it sounds like science fiction, but folks, this is science fact. This is the technology that Proton Motor is offering the world right now, today. It's the here and now of hydrogen power, and it's called HyRail. Applications and use cases, beyond passenger trains. We've just unpacked the advanced technology behind HyRail. Now let's zoom out a bit and see where this incredible system is already making tracks, no pun intended. You might be surprised to learn that HyRail isn't just about passenger trains. Oh no, it has a lot more up its sleeve. First off, let's talk rail maintenance and service vehicles. These are the unsung heroes of the rail network. They're out there, day and night, making sure the tracks are safe and operational. Traditionally, these workhorses of the rail sector have been powered by diesel engines, contributing to air and noise pollution. Enter HyRail. Its zero-emission capability makes it an ideal choice for these types of vehicles. Just imagine, maintenance work at stations without the foul smell of diesel fumes, and no engine noise disrupting local communities. Now that's what I call progress. But wait, there's more. Have you ever heard of rail milling vehicles? These are specialized machines that mill or grind away the uneven surface of the rail to make it smooth. They are critical to reducing the wear and tear on train wheels and tracks, prolonging their lifespan. And guess what? HyRail can power them too, making the process not only efficient but also eco-friendly. And it doesn't stop at terrestrial applications. Proton Motor is exploring how the HyRail system can be adapted for other specialized vehicles used in settings like ports and industrial complexes. Imagine a future where even the most heavy-duty industrial machinery could be powered by clean, green hydrogen. So, when we talk about HyRail, we're talking about a versatile, adaptable technology that fits a multitude of applications, from moving people across cities to ensuring the railroads themselves are in tip-top condition, all while keeping our air clean and our conscience clear. Sustainability and environmental impact. Now that we've seen its incredible range of applications, let's talk about something that's on everyone's mind: sustainability. If you're as concerned about the environment as we are, then you'll be thrilled to hear how HyRail is contributing to a greener future. Firstly, we have to discuss CO2 neutrality. Rail transport already emits far fewer greenhouse gases than most other forms of transport, but with HyRail, we can push that number down even further. The hydrogen used in HyRail is green hydrogen, meaning it's produced using renewable energy sources. So, not only does the system itself produce zero emissions, but its fuel is also sustainably produced. It's a win-win for the planet. And let's not forget about noise pollution. Traditional rail systems, especially those used in maintenance and industrial activities, can be quite noisy, which is a concern for communities located near rail lines. HyRail's hydrogen fuel cell technology runs significantly quieter, which makes a real difference in terms of noise pollution. Regulatory and policy aspects. With climate change at the forefront of global conversations, governments and regulatory bodies are tightening environmental standards across all sectors, including rail. That means stricter emissions requirements, penalties for excessive noise, and even incentives for adopting green technologies. In this evolving landscape, HyRail isn't just a technological innovation, it's a policy frontrunner. It's the kind of solution that can help rail operators not only meet but exceed these new environmental standards. Furthermore, as more countries push toward hydrogen economies, infrastructure for hydrogen production and refueling is likely to become more widespread, making it even easier for the rail sector to adopt solutions like HyRail. So, if you're in the rail business, now is the time to start thinking about integrating hydrogen fuel cell technology into your operations. With systems like HyRail, you're not just investing in cutting-edge technology, you're investing in a sustainable future, and that's something we can all get behind. Wow, what a journey it's been, exploring the incredible world of HyRail and green hydrogen in the rail sector. As we come to the end of this fascinating deep dive, let's take a moment to recap and envision what the future holds for this groundbreaking technology and the world at large. HyRail stands as a monumental leap forward in sustainable rail technology. Its zero-emission operation, reduced noise pollution, and adaptability make it a prime candidate for the future of rail. Moreover, it fits perfectly into the emerging hydrogen economy, offering a holistic solution that's not just limited to transportation but also encompasses energy storage, industrial uses, and more. Looking ahead, the prospects are exhilarating. As more countries make strides towards reducing their carbon footprints, green hydrogen technologies like HyRail are poised to take center stage. With the regulatory landscape evolving in favor of cleaner, more sustainable solutions, now is the perfect time for the rail industry to adopt hydrogen fuel cell technologies. So what's next for HyRail and Proton Motor? We're on the cusp of a revolution. The technology is mature, the demand is growing, and the world is finally ready to take those critical steps toward a sustainable future. As we conclude this series, we want to say thank you for joining us on this journey to explore the leading edge of sustainable rail technology. It's not just about getting from point A to point B anymore, it's about doing so in a way that honors our planet and ensures a cleaner, greener future for all. From all of us here at ReneEnergy.com, thank you for tuning in, and remember, when it comes to a sustainable future, we're all aboard. That's it, folks. If you enjoyed this series, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content on sustainable energy solutions. Until next time, stay green. Thank you for choosing ReneEnergy.com as your go-to source for all things renewable energy and sustainability. With our YouTube channel, we explore the latest developments and innovations in the field, including hydrogen fuel cells and the use of AI and machine learning to optimize energy consumption. If you're ready to take the next step towards a cleaner, more sustainable future, visit us at ReneEnergy.com and discover the many ways we can help you transition to renewable energy. Thank you for watching and subscribing. Stay up to date on all the latest news and insights by subscribing today.